Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. Something I didn't expect was to be ranked second in our division in the second to last week of June. It's kind of wild. We've won 3 games in a row. We're pretty much 500 in our division, and honestly, I'm blown away. You can credit a lot of this to really 2 players on our team, I think right now, at least offensively. You have Cedric Mullins, who is tied for 3rd in the American League for most home runs, and you also have Ryan Mountcastle, who's literally 1 behind him. These 2 dudes batting right behind one another are absolutely killing it. And Mullins is killing it so much that he's literally up there for the MVP. Now he's behind Miguel Sano, and then also Giancarlo Stanton, who's having a great year himself, batting .313. But Mullins is not too far from being above 300, and he was honestly batting a little lower than that, so he's on the uprise. The weakest part, I think, of our team right now is our pitching. John Means is doing really well at 7-3 with a 3.38 ERA. Then you have Johnny Cueto at 4.02. Again, he's on a 1-year deal, so he's gone next season. Sixto Sanchez, 3-7 on the year with a 5.51 ERA. Hunter Green, 4-5 with a 5.26 ERA. And Dio Hall, 65 with a 5.57 ERA. Not a lot to love here, but there's future potential, so I'm not too mad. Also, please welcome Alex Reyes to our team. We just picked him up with a little trade. We'll show you here in 1 second. He's 2-1 in the year with a 1.93 ERA. Our bullpen needs a lot of love, and good Lord, is he going to bring us some great things. The trade we ended up going with was Alex Reyes from the Cardinals, obviously, who you just saw, for Hudson Haskin, who is a young center fielder on our team with a lot of promise, but we have Cedric Mullins ahead of him. Colton Cowser's ahead of him as well. I think we're going to be set there. So I was willing to give up a center fielder for a bullpen arm on a young guy who's honestly killing it. Now, we talked a little bit about the future of our pitching staff. We were going to get a little bit of a snapshot, not an entire game, but a little bit of a game here. We're going to watch Kumar Rocker and see what he ultimately has. And I'm excited to see what he has, and honestly, I think he's going to be good. First guy he faces, he strikes out. And I think this is one of the major reasons why we're not really trading for a starting pitcher right now, is because we have so many guys, right? You have Medina and Kumar Rocker, who were both obviously here. Grayson Rodriguez as well. Like, those are 3 guys who will be in the majors in the next year or 2. And so in theory, we could go out there, we could get an arm, and we could see what they ultimately have, but I don't really want to give up the young talent, which is what we'd have to do. Rocker with a 2-2 count so far, comes back with a curve, and he gets some swinging and missing, and we will take a great little inning there. Now our team is chilling to a 1-0 lead right now. Again, Norfolk pitching pretty well. Kind of love the colors on this team, I'll be honest right now. Love the little play over there by Bannon, and what a throw to first to get him out. Scott Kingery up now. He's been 278 here in AAA. Little change up, get some jammed. We haven't really tested the slider out from Rocker. We'll see what he's got there. Nice little play over here to Martin at second base. He should have an easy out there. We got 2 up, 2 down. Rocker's having, a great game. Getting a little run support early always helps out too. I'm gonna test the fastball a little high and tight here. Rocker goes up top, and why is this man swinging? And we are gonna pick up here for another guy here on the offensive side. We have Mr. Enrique Bowser. Again, we have a 1-0 lead here. He's got runners on first and on second base. He stays to the lefty here. He's gonna swap over to the right-hand side of the plate. Pings one, but it's going to go out to the foul side. Bowser has an insane amount of promise, but again, he's probably got a few years before we get him up to the majors. The power's there, but it's just the contact not so much, and you kind of see it there as he moves the guy over. Chris Owings, though, with 2 on, 1-1 count. Pokes one to right field, but again, a pretty routine out here. We're going to see what we got, but it's just not enough. Rocker, again, is still pitching an absolute gem right now. Hangs a little bit of a change up there, which we got to be worried about, but I think, again, once he gets his control on, which is what we have him really training on, he's going to be a gem. Rocker's a dude that honestly should have already been dominating in AAA this past season, but he wasn't, just because of the whole thing with the Mets and that contract not really working out and the injury concerns. But as long as we keep him healthy, we'll be fine. And a lot of what we're doing is swapping, again, some of his control as well as some of his durability, because if we can get this guy, get his durability up and get that control up too, by the time he's in the majors, you better watch out for the Orioles. Moving on here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, still a good game. They're going to try to go for a bunt, but Bannon is right there. Makes a great play on that one. Gets to the first, and they had no shot. But 1-2 count against Stott. Curveball in the dirty. He has a little bit of control there, a little discipline. Rocker's bread and butter, though, is definitely this fastball. The 4-seamer's up, and that one's going to be fouled off. Rocker can also hit about 98, but again, he hasn't really gotten his velocity all the way back, so he's sitting at pretty much a top out of 97 right now. Little 2-2 going to try to jam him. Like the placement, but he still gets a hold of it. Outside sort of hitting everything. We're going with a little change up away. Got him swinging. Look, it's fine. Bowser, he's got a pretty good glove over there at first base. Makes a good out for number 2. 1-1 count here against Reyes, trying to get the final out of the inning. Great placement there. Hits 97 again in the gun. Coming right back at him with a slider away. That slider is a little bit more in the middle than we thought. Again, oh no, this might be off. Okay, bad throw by Henderson. Bowser still gets it, but it just ends up being an error. So not what you want to see from your shortstop. We just got to make sure they don't get anybody else on here against Rocker. Kumar Rocker going with the changeup low and inside, and he holds off that as he misses the placement pretty much entirely. 3-2, risking it with the curveball, and great eye from Akami. He takes that. So we see an error. We then see an immediate walk right after, and all of a sudden they got a chance. Back here to the slider, see if we can get the placement a little bit better. It's better, but it's still a ball. 2-2 count. I mean, give us a bone A little dicey again. Full count coming. He's going to dribble one down third base line. Banner's got a chance. He's made a couple of plays already, and a great throw and a stretch by Bowser. Now they are going to make a pitching change. This is big because again, Bowser is up. He's got guys on first and second base with 2 outs, similar to before, but he obviously only had 1 out before. See if Bowser can be a little bit more clutch here this time. 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Still looking for his first hit. Well, I can just tell you he's not getting a hit right here. A pop out at third base. End of the inning. Rocker's honestly been cruising so far, but I just don't love the lack of run support he has. I mean, if we can just get 1 or 2 more runs, I feel pretty good about his chances to get up out of here because he's striking people out when he can. So far, so good. Little 1-1 count. Gonna try to run it in and ends up going a little bit away from him. Coming back with the curve on the 1-2. Hangs that one, but good lord, he had no shot to get it. I mean, I don't think we've really seen that from Rocker too much so far. Back-to-back strikeouts. He's getting the control there, not really getting the benefit of the doubt from the ump, but I'm still happy with what he's doing. If he can keep pitching like this, his time in AAA, it's not going to be lasting much longer. And next season, he'll be in the majors. And a great little throw again by Bannon to Bowser. We're out of the inning. Rocker coming out here. We don't really want him to go above 90 pitches. It's sort of the threshold we've set him at. So right now with him about 70-ish, he's got maybe an inning left, and that's about all. Rocker with a 1-1 against Andreoli. He gets a hold of that one, but thank God it's foul. Little curveball away on the 1-2. I mean, I love that. I absolutely love what we're seeing from Rocker right now. He's settling in big time. Little high fastball, a little curveball. The man stood no chance. So this ball's hit up the middle. Henderson, speaking of no chance, can't quite get to that one, and Diaz is going to put that one up the middle. We do have Colton Cowser obviously on this team as well, but he actually has a forearm injury. I think he shattered it, or not shattered it. He fractured it, so he's out for another month or so. That's why you're seeing Yusniel Diaz in center field for us. Decent speed on first. He got a 1-1. They're immediately going for the steal. Out by an absolute country mile. Get that man up out of here, okay? We ain't letting that happen. We're looking at pretty much the last inning here. Rocker has had a fantastic game. The only unfortunate thing that I would say right now is that he's, oh my God, DJ Stewart. DJ Stewart had an absolute chance. It's the guy that's been in the majors for us a little bit. He just absolutely goofs on the ball, and all of a sudden they got a guy on third. You're going to mess up Rocker's game because we have no offense. The biggest spot Rocker has been in, I think, so far in today's game, but it's not even his fault. That was a great pitch that was ultimately hit a little bit more than he wanted it to, but his right fielder just couldn't make a play. Akami again, just looking to get a hit for his squad. That ball's a little away, makes it a full count. Coming right back. Curveball. We believe in it. He ends up hitting that one. That is going to score the run. Unfortunately, Henderson gets one over to first. We get the out, but they tie it up now. I think unless he gets in trouble, we're going to let Rocker go the remainder of this inning. We could stop him after this at bat, which unfortunately went for a base hit too, but we have an opportunity now for double play. So full count here. Oh, that's hit big. Yeah, I think Rocker should have not been in. That one's going to go off the wall. We got 2 guys that aren't very fast out in center field, or should be out in the outfield. That is a triple, and Rocker's day is unfortunately going to be done. None to his fault. This is not really his fault. If the play had been made by DJ Stewart in the right field, this is a little bit different. So despite Rocker pitching, I think, an absolute gem today, the play in right field ultimately kind of screwed him over. The Iron Pigs are going to end up getting the W. I'm not mad at how he played. I just wish our defense had been a little bit better. But we know his ERA won't take too much of a hit. Rocker goes 6 1/3, 4 hits given up, 6 strikeouts, a walk, and 2 earned runs. Again, earned runs is something I don't really agree with there, considering there was an error pretty big on one of those plays, but still a solid game by Rocker. Now the Brewers just actually offered us a trade that came through, and normally I decline like almost all of these. They're usually bad, but this one is kind of interesting. They're telling us we can get Eric Lauer, who's 4-1 in the years, a 3.90 ERA. He's got pretty good stuff, not really a high fastball guy, but he's got a bunch of different stuff that he can ultimately throw. He's also eligible for arbitration for 2 more seasons after. For Taron Vavra, who again is young, has potential, but he's 24 years old, a 69 overall. But we have, again, if you remember, the #1 draft pick we took was a second baseman who can absolutely hit like nobody's business. We have Jahmai Jones, who has played in sparing spots this season, but I've actually liked what we've gotten in from him, both defensively and production-wise. We've got Shedlong Jr. out there as well, who's, you know, a little, I guess he's not super young. Connor Norby's really the guy I care about more. If they were trying to get Connor Norby, I'd probably say no, but because they're going after Taron Vavra, I don't really care as much. So I think we're going to go ahead and make this trade. Eric Lauer for him? Yeah, we'll make that. So what I think we're going to do here is we're going to put Cueto into the bullpen right now, just because he hasn't really had a great season, and I would like to have a little bit of an arm like that in the bullpen. We're going to put Lauer as the starter to try him out. We have John Means. We have Sixto Sanchez, who's having a terrible year, but I want to still give him an opportunity. Look, he's a young dude. He's only 23. I think he'll be fine. I want him to have the innings. Hunter Green will keep there, and DL Hall, I think, is going to be one of the best pitchers we're going to have overall. At some point, I want to give these guys some time to shine. So Cueto in the bullpen, he's going after the season anyways. We'll be fine. Got a big game against the Twins today. I think this is one of the craziest moments of the season for me because we're above 500. Imagine that. Our team is sitting at 43 and 42 on the year. And I'm gonna be honest, I was in full preparation to literally tank this season. I was gonna take on all the big contracts. We were gonna just watch people take L's after L, but we're winning. I really think this influx of youth that we've had, along with sort of the improvements we made to the pitching staff, is helping. Taking that strike for a called third strike was not a good idea, but you know what? Other than that, we were fine. We got Newstrom up this time. Austin Hayes is actually injured for a couple of days still, so Newstrom is actually playing in relief of him. So, yeah, not the guy that I really won batting for him instead, but whatever. He's batting 262 in the season. He'll be just fine. He pokes him out to right field, but it's going to be a little bit of a blooper, and the right fielder's already there. Cedric Mullins, though, average above 300. We literally just talked earlier in the episode about how much he's improving, how he's sort of on the uprise now. This dude's killing it. 300 average, up in there for the league leaders of home runs. This guy's having a great year. Things get even better with a perfect shot to deep right field. That was going back. That was going. This is the MVP. Give it to him. That might have been one of the fastest home runs in Cedric Mullins' career. Good God, that was a laser and got up out of here. Right behind him is Mountcastle, who again has been an absolute problem this year, but he pretty much hits a laser to the center fielder who makes the inning end. All right, we're going to see what we can basically do here. Again, we have Eric Lauer on the mound, brand new pitcher, the lefty. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he has. And again, I know I said I wasn't going to trade for a starting pitcher, but then they threw me a really good opportunity for a starting pitcher. And so I'm like, why would I not go and get a starting pitcher when I can give up someone that's really not a part of our future plans? And look, if this dude pans out, great. If he doesn't pan out, that's fine. We'll trade him and try to flip him for some other assets at this point. But I like our chances based on what we've seen from this guy. I think he'll be just fine here. Carlos Correa's up right now, trying to get a run back for his team after they take a little run deficit earlier. Fouls one off here to the right field side. Lauer going to test him high and away. That one is unfortunately going to be away. It's just going to be out of this park away. Newstrom not getting to that one. Correa, he's tying this one up. You live and you learn. We learned that you don't test Carlos Correa up and away because he's going to drill it out of the ballpark. And it barely made it out, but again, it was enough to make us a little sad. A 2-out home run, you hate to see it, but it happens. We're going to skip ahead here to the top of the fourth inning. We got a 2-1 lead at the moment. Ryan Mountcastle, last time we saw him, lined out of the center fielder. See if he's a little better luck here in a 2-2 count. JMO on the first one. Right back at it with the 2-2. Love to see what we had there, but we just missed it a little bit. Mountcastle.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
We wish we had that one back, if we're being honest. That was the third strikeout of the game. Again, Sonny Gray started off really strong where he had the first batter was a strikeout, had one a little bit later, and then he finally gets his third one here in the fourth. Inside of Suzuki's going to be at a full count now. Suzuki's been great, man. I love what we're seeing from him. In his last 10 games, he's had 9 RBIs. That's literally insane. That was a great off-speed pitch that got us. Sonny Gray definitely hit a snag earlier, but he's settling in right now, which is probably not what we want to see. Santander's been really good for us so far this season. Again, slumped early, but after that, he's been great. He gets a hold of one, doesn't really have the contact he probably wants on it. It's deep center, but again, nowhere dangerous. Jorge Polanco's up. We got a full count. We want to be a little careful here. Lauer, again, other than what really happened with Correa, he's been really good today. Gorman with a great little play there, gets it over to our guy Mountcastle for the first out. Here comes Max Kepler, a little 1-1 count for him. Lauer's going to run it away from him. Love what we're seeing here with a nice little shift on it. Abrams gets it cleanly. We got our second. Wilson Ramos up here in the 7th spot. He's 1 for 1 in the afternoon. Lauer trying to get out of this inning. Last time we had a 2-out situation when we saw Lauer. He gave up a home run. This time, Mullins, he's got it in check. Top of the 5th inning, Adley Rutschman. Due for a hit so far. Lays off for the first one. Rutschman settled into a nice 3-1 count. I like his chances here. Little high, they got him chasing and he missed. Full count here, anything close, we got to swing. That was not even close, so we'll put Rutschman on first. Kessie is the guy that's just trying to find his spot, I think, really in the lineup. 2 for 10 with an RBI in the series. We've won 2 of the 2 games so far. We're trying to win that 3rd one here for a sweep. Little foul ball here, make it 2-2. I still believe in Hira. I know a lot of people are really sold on this guy, but I just feel like there's something we can do to unlock him really being the guy that could play second base for us for a long time. And even if it's not a long time, just having him maybe be the second baseman, great hit, by the way, until we can get Jared Webb or Gerard Webb up to play that second base spot in a couple of seasons, that's great by me too. Now, obviously, Rushman had the great patience. Hira gets a great hit. And then Nolan Gorman was trying to go yard on that one. That one, unfortunately, does not go yard, though. Nice little foul ball. He's got a 1-2 count, 2 on, nobody out. Got a hold of one, but he's underneath of it just by a sliver. Instead of being absolutely a great run, it's going to just be a sac fly. It's going to try to get a guy over to third base. That throw was an errant throw, thank God, because we were not going to get there on time. So now we have CJ Abrams, little 2-2 count here for him. He's 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Again, another guy due for a hit that I fully believe in. Abrams got a hold of one. That's a perfect swing. This one's deep. This one's back. This one should be off the wall. Oh, my God. I think. Okay. Woo. I was worried we did our tag up a little too early, but we did it at the right time. A nice shot out to right center field that ultimately scores the run. Newstrom right back up. See if he can get a little hit here. Again, we'll take the 3-1 lead. A little late on that sinker. 1-2 count. And hey, Robert Newstrom, I see you out here. Great little poke up the middle. We'll take it. Cedric Mullen. I mean, let's do the flashback. Let's look at the flashback. You know what happened. First inning, they threw one to him. Setting. Said that one's going to be taking a little bit of a vacation. A laser to right center field. We'll love to see that obviously happen again. Solo dolo shot. He's 7 for 13 in the series, a home run and 3 RBIs. I mean, this is my MVP right now. Oh my God, another one poked, but it's a little bit not nearly as deep. So, and out, but still, we got to run that inning. Bottom half of the inning here, Lauer dealing so far. Again, the one mistake he's had today was against Carlos Correa, which obviously went deep. Trying to run a fastball away from him. This one is, oh God, okay. You know what, we should have just went a little deep on that one. That one's gonna be over here instead for a double. Another bad mistake by our team. I feel like Austin Hayes would have made that play. No disrespect to Newstrom. You know, he's doing fine at the plate, but not really what Hayes is in the outfield. 2-1 count here, again, top of the lineup. Pretty much almost coming up. Kyle Garlick, number 9 hitter. You do not want to get 2 guys on, because if they get a base hit here, it's probably gonna go for a run. Coming back with a circle change. Great placement. It's going to move the runner to third, but we do get one out, so not the worst thing in the world. Luis coming up. Oh, beautiful hit. We'll take that. I didn't know if it was a ground ball or what, but we'll take the absolute out. So 2 outs now. A guy on third. They're going to have Royce Lewis come up, who's got a fly out, a ground out. This dude's definitely due for a hit, but I'm hoping it's not right now. Gorman there again on the hot corner, gets an easy out. Well, not easy, but looked easy for him, and we're out of a jam. Moving on to the top of the 8th inning, CJ Abrams, sacrifice fly, got him an RBI earlier, but still 0 for 2 technically on the ball game. Buddy is a full count here. Got a hold of one. Not quite the contact we would have wanted, though. A little early on that. Doesn't go too far. Newstrom, obviously the single earlier in the game, but a really bad play in the outfield, which almost led to them getting another run. Pokes that one off for a foul ball. Put a 1-2 count with 1 out. Probably should not have swung at that one, but what a play by the first baseman. How did he snag that one? Man almost broke his neck. I mean, you know what time it is. Cedric Mullins, the only hit he's got today was a solo home run, which really helped change things for us, especially early. He's trying to go back and get another hit here. When they do have a shift on, they've basically moved, looks like the left fielder way out towards left center. So if we could poke one down the line, this is a massive hit. 2-2 count here for Mullins. I don't know why we're swinging at half of these. If we hadn't swung, we would have been walked by now, but it is what it is.
Next pitch misses.
Dumb close. Mullins gets a hit. Mountcastle's on deck.
And that's ball 4.
I mean, you gotta have some cojones to go ahead and not swing at those 2. So Mullins gets the walk. Mountcastle's on right now. They're obviously a little bit afraid of, you know, Mullins' speed in the edge. We don't really steal with him a ton. He could be a 30-30 guy, in my opinion, pretty easily. I mean, we're almost at the All-Star break. He's got 23 home runs in the year. This dude's killing it. Little ball there again. We're going to let him chill. Ball didn't go as far as we probably wanted it to. But, I mean, the way Mullins is playing, we're about a week and a half, 2 weeks away from the All-Star break. He's on pace for 50-plus home runs in the season, which is insane. And this dude cannot get a hold of the ball. I don't know how this dude has any confidence the way he's pitching. I mean, he's struggling. Full count again. That was the one we wanted from Mountcastle. We were letting him stretch his hands a little bit, but unfortunately, it's an infield fly. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Lauer is still technically here. We could potentially let him go the complete game, but we've got 2 guys in the bullpen ready to go if something happens to be crazy. And Newstrom going back here is scary, but he makes the play. Luis Arias, 1 for 3 in the afternoon. We got a full count. This is by far going to be the last thing. I just realized we're at 100-plus pitches right now for Lauer. We don't want to burn this dude's arm out in his first start for us. Royce Lewis up here as well. 0 for 3, little 2-1 count though. Lauer struggling to get ahead here. It's a play. Suzuki, he's going to easily have this one. He's going to set up in right field. 1, 2, 3, we're out of the inning, and Lauer's going to get the job done through 8. Speaking of Suzuki, who just made a play in the outfield, he's got a double today. Obviously, he had that in the second inning, which you guys didn't see. But he's trying to get another hit right here. Jammed him in there for a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-2 count. Probably not what we wanted. Urshela makes a great play, though. I mean, literally got him by a step, but a heck of a throw. Santander is 1 for 13 against the Twins. He has absolutely struggled in this stadium. I don't know why. Maybe we'll trade him here one day. Who knows? He is in a 2-1 count, which favors him. I don't agree that he went. I don't agree. Here comes the 2-2. Santander is gonna not get all of it. That was so close to being a home run, but it's just shy. Rushman with a walk, with a run. Great in the series, 4 for 12, 2 doubles and an RBI. This guy, I know all the talk is going to Nolan Gorman for how he's played the season as a potential rookie of the year, but don't sleep on Rushman. He's been great in the field and at the plate. I mean, as the catcher, he's been really a captain on this team as a rookie, which is incredible. Now he's going to get his first base hit of the afternoon here, giving him 5 for 13 in the series. We're going to try to stretch it for a double. I think we're going to regret that. No, it's going to be a bad throw. So Rushman gets another double today. Kasahira got a hit earlier. Tries to get one here. He misjudges it a little bit. It's deep, and if he got even just a little bit more of that ball, it would have been gone. But he didn't. Bottom of the ninth, here we go. Now, Carlos Correa, we're not going to do a flashback for him because, you know, we hated to see what he did to us. But, yeah, this is going to be all she wrote for our guy. We're going to bring in Tyler Wells, give him an opportunity to close this one down. 20 for 24 and save opportunities here. He obviously is going to be sitting in a situation where he can get a save right now with a 2-1 lead. I mean, a 3-1 lead, excuse me. Nice little fastball there. We're going to try to jam him with the slider. Excuse me, go away with the slider. That goes across the middle of the plate. Abrams can't quite get to it, and Newstrom fields it, which means he got a base hit. Correa's on. Urshela's up, and they want to throw a fastball up and inside. No, thank you. That spells a home run. Instead, Kira's going to get an easy double play flipped over to Abrams, who converts that one. That is huge. So we got their 2 best hitters immediately out. I think Kepler might be up next for them, which is still an absolute stud, but it is no... Oh, it's actually Polanco, excuse me. So Polanco's up, who I'm not nearly as afraid of as I am Correa or Urshela, but we'll go with the 2-1 count now. We're trying to come out here and force a ground ball. He hits one to Gorman, who has been incredible in the field as a rookie. Throws it over with the laser. He gets him by an absolute step. You love to see it. We're going to walk out here with a W. Again, we stay 2 games above 500 now. Lauer in his debut for us in Baltimore, or well, technically in Minnesota, pitched incredibly well. So again, we see Lauer go 8 innings, 5 hits given up, 3 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. Again, it was that massive shot that we saw, obviously, from Carlos Correa. Sonny Gray gets the loss despite starting really well, and Tyler Wells picks up the save. Mully goes for a home run and an RBI, along with Gorman getting a home run and an RBI, and Rushman getting a double. Newstrom even got a hit, but you know what? The Orioles are back, baby. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys in the next one.